Every 5 years, Australia fronts up to the UN Periodical Review.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed with a review of Australia.
To hear how it's tracking on its human rights commitments. 122 member states have a chance to speak. This year, a theme emerged quickly.
Canada recommends that Australia, 1, increase the minimum age of criminal responsibility and adopt measures to ensure children receive appropriate community support.
Breaks the minimum age of criminal responsibility to at least 14 years.
Raises the minimum age of criminal responsibility to an international accepted level.
Canada, Germany and Sri Lanka were just 3 of more than 30 nations asking Australia to raise the age of criminal responsibility, which currently sits at 10 years old in all Australian states and territories. Cheryl Axelby leads a group trying to raise that age here in Australia and has welcomed the international response.
With so much focus now and so much visibility on Australia, we're hoping that the Australian Government and the States and Territories, Attorney Generals, take heed and now move to action to raise the age of criminal responsibility in Australia.
The advocate says the current state of the law impacts Indigenous children disproportionately.
I think it's around about 65% of children from 10 to 13 years of age in the justice system are Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander children, and that's really appalling.
It's hard to detach Australia's youth detention story from the Northern Territory. On a per capita basis, more young people are locked up here than anywhere else in the country. In 2017, a Royal Commission into youth detention in the Northern Territory recommended raising the age of criminal responsibility to 12. That's got in-principle support from the NT government, but the current minister won't say when that will turn into legislative change.
I can say firmly that it's on our radar. I can say firmly that there is a community expectation that you don't just change the legislation and then not have anything in place to support that legislative change.
The Federal Attorney General, Christian Porter, didn't respond to the ABC's request for comment, but a spokesperson for the Attorney General's department said the issue lies with the states and territories. The government will bring the views of countries expressed during the appearance to the attention of jurisdictions, but ultimately it will be a decision for each Australian jurisdiction whether to raise the minimum age within its legislation. In the spotlight of the international community, a measured response. Oliver Gordon, ABC News.